Welcome back to Decodiva, your cozy corner for vintage home decor inspiration. Today, we're diving into the luxurious and polished world of Alexa Hampton. Join us on a detailed living room tour that blends classic elements with timeless vintage accents you're going to adore. If you're a fan of vintage glamour, rich textures, and rooms that feel both lived in and opulent, you're in for a treat. Alexa Hampton, daughter of legendary designer Mark Hampton, carries forward a legacy of classicism, only with her signature warmth and flair. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe, tap that like button if you love vintage interiors, and leave us a comment on which part of the tour speaks to your style. We love hearing from fellow design lovers. Alexa Hampton is renowned for her refined color palette, and this living room is no exception. Think rich creams, deep navy, and touches of warm gold. The result? A space that feels calm, classic, and quietly luxurious. These timeless colors are perfect for vintage enthusiasts because they don't chase trends, they elevate the room's natural elegance. Paired with strategic lighting, the palette creates a moody but welcoming ambience. Notice how the tones flow effortlessly from the upholstery to the wall finishes and curtains. Every hue is deliberate, anchoring the room in tradition while allowing the details to shine. What truly sets this room apart is its masterful use of architectural detailing. From intricate crown moldings to subtle paneling, the bones of the room speak volumes. Alexa embraces these vintage bones and highlights them rather than hiding them. The moldings are painted in subtle contrast tones to accentuate their beauty without overwhelming the space. It's a smart lesson for vintage lovers. Never underestimate the power of good bones. With the right paint and lighting, original details can become your most luxurious feature. The furniture in this living room is a beautiful marriage of classic silhouettes and plush, comfortable forms. There's nothing overly modern or too ornate, just tasteful lines and refined scale. You'll notice traditional pieces like rolled-arm sofas, deep club chairs, and spindle-legged side tables, all upholstered in luxe, tactile fabrics like velvet and silk. Alexa's furniture choices exude longevity. This is design you can grow with, nothing fussy, nothing fleeting. Just timeless quality and serious charm. One of the most defining features of Alexa Hampton's style is her bold use of lighting. In this living room, we see multiple light sources, each with purpose and personality. A stunning crystal chandelier centers the room, immediately drawing the eye upward and anchoring the space. On the sides, you'll find antique-inspired sconces and sculptural table lamps that cast soft, flattering light. This layered lighting approach doesn't just illuminate, it enhances the atmosphere. For vintage-inspired spaces, a mix of ambient, task, and accent lighting is the golden rule. Step closer and you'll notice that every surface tells a tactile story. From the nubby linen on throw pillows to the polished wood finishes, texture plays a starring role here. There's a quiet drama in mixing silks, velvets, aged leathers, and metallic trims. Alexa uses contrast masterfully, soft against hard, matte against gloss, to create depth and sophistication. This approach is a vintage decorator's best-kept secret. When you can't fill a room with antiques, focus on touchable, textured layers to evoke that collected, storied feeling. Accessories here are never clutter, they're curated. Each object has a patina, a personality, a presence. There are no meaningless tchotchkes, only treasures. From gilt-framed portraiture to aged ceramics and brass candlesticks, Alexa gives us a masterclass in choosing vintage decor that feels both grounded and graceful. The best part. These are the pieces that tell your story. Whether inherited, thrifted, or collected over time, they lend an irreplaceable soul to the space. Mirrors are a key element in this living room's visual charm. They're not just decorative, they're architectural tools that expand the space and bounce light beautifully. One standout mirror, with its ornate antique frame, sits above the fireplace. It commands attention without shouting, offering elegance and reflection, literally and metaphorically. Mirrors like these are hallmarks of vintage luxury. Invest in one great piece and watch your space transform with the glow of timeless charm. symmetry plays a subtle but important role in this space. Pairs of chairs, flanking lamps, and balanced shelves all contribute to a sense of calm and cohesion. Alexa uses symmetry not to restrict the space, but to give it rhythm. This kind of balance feels intentional and polished, never rigid. If you love vintage elegance, lean into symmetry. It's a design technique that transcends time and always elevates a room. No vintage-inspired living room is complete without a striking hearth. Here, the fireplace is framed with rich marble and flanked by antique sconces and stacked books. It's not just for show, it's the emotional heart of the room. Alexa makes sure it's dressed seasonally but never cluttered, always with understated elegance. Try this at home. Style your mantel with a large mirror, layered art, and natural elements like branches or fresh florals. Keep it cohesive, and let the warmth speak for itself. Book lovers, rejoice! This living room celebrates literature with beautifully styled shelves that feel both accessible and aspirational. Books are sorted by subject, size, and even spine color, but without being too precious. Mixed in are small sculptures, framed photos, and vintage objets. It's a lived-in look that feels rich with history. A bookshelf like this becomes a design feature, equal parts functional and poetic. Pattern in this room is handled with a masterful hand. There's no clash, only harmony. Subtle florals meet tailored stripes and classic damasks. Rather than dominating the room, patterns here support it. They appear in pillows, curtains, and area rugs, adding interest without overwhelming. Alexa teaches us that pattern can be elegant when used in moderation. It's all about balance and thoughtful placement. Rugs are essential to anchoring a vintage-style living room, and this one features a classic hand-knotted Persian in deep, muted tones. Not only does it add warmth and comfort, but it also brings in a story, likely woven with history and artisanal skill. If you're decorating vintage, invest in one good rug. It can define your space, add rich color, and bridge every other element together. Drapes in this room are tailored, lined, and full of elegant drape. They frame the windows without blocking the light, true Alexa style. They're made from high-quality fabric, likely silk or linen, with soft pleating and maybe even vintage tiebacks. These small details elevate the entire room. Elegant window treatments are often overlooked, but they are essential for creating a sense of grandeur and refinement in vintage design. Art in this space is layered, collected, and utterly personal. No generic prints, only pieces that feel storied and significant. You'll find landscapes, classical portraits, and perhaps even a few abstract pieces for contrast. The mix is intentional, not haphazard. Art gives your room a pulse. Curated over time. Visit flea markets, estate sales, and auctions to build a collection with heart. What's remarkable is how Alexa manages to make the room feel fresh without losing its vintage soul. That's the power of design done right. Behind the classic aesthetics are all the modern comforts, soft lighting, plush seating, and even discreet tech solutions. It's a reminder, you don't have to choose between comfort and style. Vintage design can be both luxurious and livable. This room feels like it's been loved for generations, and that's no accident. Alexa layers in elements that give the impression of history and permanence. Whether it's an inherited trunk used as a coffee table or a collection of vintage botanical prints, each item adds to a sense of lived-in legacy. And you can do the same. Choose quality over quantity. Let your home evolve naturally. It's not about trends, it's about timelessness. Thank you for joining us on this inspiring tour of Alexa Hampton's luxurious, vintage-infused living room. We hope you found plenty of ideas to bring timeless polish to your own space. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. What was your favorite feature of this beautifully curated room? Until next time, stay inspired, stay creative, and always design with heart. This is Decodiva, where vintage style never goes out of fashion.